What's up, YouTube? My name is Peyton Jacobs here at Outlaw Harley-Davidson. What I have for you today is the 2024 Lowrider ST. I want to go over what makes this the Lowrider ST. You have your sport touring front fairing that's going to give you tons of comfort, wind protection when you're riding on the highway doing some longer trips. You have your inverted front forks as well, which is going to give you tons of dampening when you hit some potholes or anything going into corners whenever you're riding. The Milwaukee 8 117 motor in this Lowrider ST pushes 103 horsepower. Whew, and 125 foot-pounds of torque. So wheelie time, whatever you guys want to do on this thing, awesome. It's got traction control, ABS, performance mods galore. You've got the classic gold wheels that come on all Harley-Davidson lowriders. You got the custom, actually from the factory, performance breather on this thing. You throw a 2-in-1, regular pipes on it, slip-ons, you're gonna get more horsepower out of this motorcycle. Milwaukee 8 Lowrider ST, super easy to get power out of. What I love about this are your clam style bags. Super short, super easy to use. Touch one button and they open up. I'll go into that a little bit later. The great thing about the Harley-Davidson Lowrider ST and the seat that you have is your deep-seated seat that's gonna give you a little bit more lumbar support whenever you're out riding, give you a little bit more comfort. Then you have a quick and easy suspension that you can hand adjust to tune whether you're gonna ride hard or ride comfortably. So whenever you are out riding and it is a very sunny day, the great thing about this motorcycle is you have a real compact digital display. What that's going to do is going to show you your tachometer, your speedometer, your miles, everything that you want and you need. It's going to be super quick and super easy to find. Now the colors for this model are premium black, billiard gray, and red rock, all on one base blacked out trim. One of the great things about the Lowrider ST is it still gives you the function and performance of the Lowrider S, but it still gives you the practical storage and the accessibility to go on those longer trips for whenever you are wanting to go to Bikes, Blues, Sturgis. You know, you're wanting to get out of the box and go to somewhere else. You know, it's got the cruise control enhancements that's on here. Again, we talk about the seat that's going to give you that deep pocket. It's got the one-touch bags. It's going to allow you to fit plenty of stuff, you know, 2 or 3 days and nights worth of stuff in there. So you're not going to have to worry about loading this thing up and, you know, worrying about being on too small of a bike. This bike's gonna give you everything that you want, whether it's performance, comfort, you know, everything. So in 2018, they did a redesign of the Softail frame. Got rid of Dynas, got rid of Softails, and they merged them all back together. Right here into the Lowrider ST, right? The Lowrider ST is going to have the Softail frame. It's gonna be super light, super nimble. It's gonna be a monoshock underneath of your seat. It's a 13-inch mono shock. So what that's gonna do is your center of gravity when you're riding and doing some crazy stuff is gonna be right underneath of you. It's gonna follow you, anything that you wanna do so you can ride more confident on this motorcycle. We've already touched base on the inverted forks and we know how great those are and what those will do for us. So if you just put those two together onto a frame that's only 635 pounds, you are going to get the peak performance out of Harley-Davidson. So now that we went over all this information, now it's time to go out and have some fun. All right. Alrighty, YouTube. Peyton Jacobs is back. We are vibing. I'm gonna go on a test ride today on the Lowrider ST. Got that 117 underneath me. Oh yeah. It's actually been selling motorcycles for about 6 years now, I'd say, and yeah, shoot. About 6 years, and you know, it's taken a long time for them to do something like this, and I think it's, you know, I think it's a good thing for them. You know, bring back that old like FXRT, you know, style with the touring fairing. You got cruise control on this thing. Oh, that's a nice car. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, Harley-Davidson's making a lot of new innovations, I would call them. You know what I mean?
I mean, the new Street Glide and the road glides are cool, but I mean, for somebody that likes power, performance, and you know, not wanting the stigma of the touring, let's get it, not wanting the stigma of being a touring geezer glider is what they call them. But hey, at the end of the day, this bike is I mean, cruise control on a motorcycle that's got dual disc front brakes in the front, Brembo brakes if that's something that, you know, you're into, you know what I mean. Harley-Davidson is the peak pinnacle of performance when it comes to Harley-Davidsons, I mean, motorcycles in general, but I mean, look at what they're doing with the Battle of the Baggers, you know, with the road glide and the street glide. So, got a couple different little test ride routes here. You saw John last week. You know, he went on his own little route. Typically we turn there, but, you know, open this baby up just a tad bit. Just a little bit about myself. If you didn't know me, I'm a bit of a golfer. We're passing the golf course right now. We're doing some zoomsies. But we're having fun. That's what we do. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that. But that's what we do. We like to golf. It's a good hobby of mine. It helps me clear my mind ski. But, so, in my opinion, since they got rid of the Dynas and the Softails and this and that, and they brought them all onto this new frame and this new suspension, you know, I mean, I don't think there's anything better than it. You know what I mean? Like, going through this corner right here, you have no bounce, no bump, no nothing, you know. You're going through the corner confident, you know. I like the motorcycle a lot, and like I was talking about earlier in the video, I mean, I'm 6'1", almost 6'2", and you know, I'm plenty comfortable on this motorcycle. This deep seat like gives you that little, it feels almost like an extra inch from that old lowrider seat that had that 2-up seat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This 117 is something else. So smooth. Shifting through the gears, you just don't feel them almost at all. I mean, that's this new Milwaukee 8, you know, the technology that's going on is just insane. Speaking of technology, have you seen them cars that have those like dual screens, the ones on the left side, like the Mustang, and then the one on the passenger side, so it's like a tablet? Like, honestly, why can't passengers just be quiet anymore and do the radio? You know, like when I was growing up, if I got in the car and like, and I changed the radio for my grandma, she, you know, almost ripped my hand off because she's like, that's my radio. But nowadays, I feel like if you're riding passenger, you know, in one of these newer cars, then you gotta have somebody over there playing tunes, you know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna hit some corners. We're gonna have some fun. Let's go this way. We'll go on a little bit longer ride today. I feel like we should have a little bit of fun and truly showcase, you know, what this motorcycle can do. You know, I mean, it hits corners and does this and does that, and it's, man, you don't have to worry about anything happening because all the technology and the motor. Woo! Oh yeah, see some nice houses on the ride today. So this is, you know, when I ride, you know, with my fiance, ride by myself, you know, I mean, usually I've ridden street glides pretty well mainly street glides and road glides on my tour, or on my test rides, just simply because, I mean, if you have access to a street glide or a road glide, you know, why not, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, riding one of these is great because it's just so fun and you get the wind protection. Oh gosh. Shoo. Shoo. Alright, so like I just said, dual disc braking in the front, single cam, 103 horsepower, 125 foot-pounds of torque. Thing's a monster. So I like to ride, you know, I like to ride a lot, and whenever I'm out riding and you can come over a hill and see a pretty view, you know, it's great. Here in the summertime, there's a vineyard right over here to the left, and oh man, it's this whole thing right here is just whole scenery. It's just green, and they've got their fountain going in their pond and Albany Winery. All right, so this is where we like to go on, you know, we like to do some salesman rides sometimes, or, you know, just at the dealership, we like to go out. But see that purple there in the distance? In the summertime, that's just nice and vivid. Wide open little area right here, you can have fun on. Man, it is a beautiful, beautiful day here in Blue Springs. Oh, killer. Woo! Whoop! Haha, yeah. Yeah, so we go on a little bit longer rides sometimes, but I feel like for this video, and I mean the next video, whenever I come and I'd show you guys these 2024s, these street glides, road glides. Oh yeah, ready? Woohoo! Yeah. Man. Man. This motorcycle is a dream come true. It's got power in all gears. Oh, you don't have to downshift, slam through gears, and this and that. Oh, man. God, it's nimble. It's a rocket ship. Oh, man. Nice little country roads. Man, I was really hoping this car wouldn't be in front of me through this portion, because there's some nice... What are you doing, man? There's some nice turns and weaves. You know, I was hoping to get down and dirty in them. But... no, 100. You feel every ounce of the power in this motorcycle whenever you get it, you know, get going on it. But I mean, whenever you're just coasting at, you know, 35 miles an hour, you still, you know, I mean, no vibration, you know, no heat. Like, I barely feel any of the heat down on my leg. You know, sun's out. Oh. There's nothing better than riding on a day like today, man. Oh, school time for somebody. All right, we'll get it. And I mean, just the stock exhaust and the stock tune on this motorcycle, man, like, just imagine just the upgrades you could do to just get minimal horsepower out of this bike, because you don't get any wobble. It's like a mini road glide. Almost is what it feels like. I mean, like, this thing is awesome. I've sold any kind of motorcycle almost you could pick one, and I probably sold it except for one of them, you know, like CVO wide glides, 04s. I have never seen one of them. But I will say the cool thing about doing this job that I never expected that I would be doing is seeing all the cool motorcycles that come through the shop, like custom bikes, you know, Harley-Davidson bikes that used to be custom bikes from the factory, like the Road King, like the CVO Road Kings. Oh, I love the CVO Road Kings. There's a green one, just for if any Harley people, you know, or non-Harley people are watching this. There is a 2015 like candy apple green Road King CVO. It's got a 110 motor in it. Oh man, it is a gorgeous motorcycle. But I'd like the 2016 CVO 2016 CVO Street Glide in the white and the purple with them ghost flames. Woo! Woo-wee! I tell you what. Oh, gravel. I am getting pelted. That doesn't help. Got a couple tree guys. Hey! Dang it. Hey, it was fun being a kid, man. I'll tell you. Recess, lunch. Dang, not lucky. Ooh. These front brakes are smooth, I tell you. Now you just tap them and oh, butter. Let's go right. we won't bore you guys with the rigmarole of going through the stoplights and going through town and boring you with all that stuff. We can just give you a little bit of fun. So this road in like the summertime or springtime, that bird almost came out and kicked me in my face. But this road in the summertime, with all the leaves and even the fall, like changing colors and this and that. Oh, there's some beautiful places to ride around here. If you ever make your way out here, if you're from around here. Now, I had a blast riding this bike. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It was amazing. I didn't think I'd be as comfortable on it, honestly, as I am. And you know, as you heard me talk about in the video, you know, I mean, like it's a comfortable bike. Like this seat and this fairing with these bars and these controls. I mean, I feel like somebody a little bit taller than me could ride this, like, no problems, you know. I mean, plenty of power, plenty of performance, plenty of comfort. Yeehaw, well, we're back. We back, baby. That was fun.
All right, so we're back at the dealership. I loved it. It's plenty of power, plenty of performance, plenty of comfort. Thank you again for coming along with the ride. Make sure you like, hit the bell so you get notified whenever we post more great videos like this. Subscribe to us and share videos to your friends so more people can see great motorcycles like this. Thank you guys. See you next time.